Good afternoon, this is Rich Nelson with Allendale. We're going to wrap up the commodity comments here. This is Friday, December 16th of 2011 here. Obviously, news is a little quiet as far as outside market influence. U.S. dollar down 12, crude down 31 today, and gold up 19. We do have a couple mixed stories regarding outside market issues. Fitch Ratings Agency lowered its credit rating for 8 major banks. That's a little negative here. On the other hand, it does look like we're going to get some type of deal worked out for U.S. government funding. Whether this is simply a 2-month type of short extension type of deal, or whether this is funding all the way through next October is really the main question we have right now. So we can kind of say that as far as outside influence, mixed today. That left us looking at grain fundamentals. As far as fundamentals, we did have one firm increase their estimates for corn acres for next year, for wheat acres for next year, but they did lower their estimate for soybean acres. So this group now has corn acres being 2.5 million higher than 2011. They see wheat acres 2.7 million higher than 2011. And we do have these guys switching from higher soybean acres. They're now saying lower soybean acres. They're down about 400,000 compared to 2011 plantings. In other news, we can also point out weather turned just a little bit more bullish for South America. So on midday updates, we're seeing some forecasters suggest maybe a little drying. So South America was dry during November, dry in the first half of December, and some forecasters say it will last with us into maybe the first half of January or so. Over on the livestock side, biggest issue for today was certainly the hogs, down over $2 for that February contract. This is new lows for the downtrend, and also new, in fact, this represents the lowest close for the February contract since June. So quite a bearish move today on the hogs. Two things we're looking at as far as the hogs, as far as why. Well, number one, seasonals. Keep in mind we do have 2 weeks of holiday shortened purchases ahead of us. That is bearish for cash hogs, neutral to supportive for wholesale pork. Second issue, hogs and pigs estimates. Thursday, Friday, Monday, and again Tuesday. These reporters right now are collecting analyst estimates for next Friday's hogs and pigs report. As we've kind of talked about this week in the wrap-up comments of our research product, it does appear to show a clear trend right now where many analysts will start talking about expansion. And that expansion may show up maybe on this report, but probably by March or certainly by June of next year. Either of those reports will have it. So bottom line right now is the hog production cycle will switch over to into clear expansion for 2012. Over on the cattle end, down 65 cents. We have a few variables in front of us. Number one, cash cattle. That was soft today with a large $2 break lower in Kansas at 118. Second thing in front of us is cattle on feed. That's going to be released at 2 o'clock, and you can take a look for more details on what that said and what it means to prices on this afternoon's wrap-up comments that we put out on the research product. Number three is snow. We're only looking right now at 2 to 6 inches of snow lined up for next Monday for some areas in the plains. That's the exact same forecast now that some people were suggesting for that December 3rd snowstorm. And as we know, as far as prices, that certainly was a bust as far as market influence. Other thing we can speak over with the cattle is certainly the seasonal impact. 2 weeks of reduced purchases from packers certainly is bearish for this time of year for cash cattle. So livestock are still trending lower, just like they should at this time of year, and they probably will for the next week and a half. Keep in mind, livestock, both cattle and hogs, do flip higher as far as seasonal price tendencies starting January 1. But biggest thing we have going on right now, obviously, is this week's brand new special as far as pricing. The fact that Jeremy Shelton and Greg McBride here at Allendale are letting us offer this great conference deal. $279 gets you your own seat at the conference. In addition to that, we're offering 6 months of research included in there. Each of those are easily worth $500 or more by themselves. This is quite a great offering that these guys are letting us offer to you guys for a nice kind of holiday stocking stuffer type of deal. So if you're not subscribed to our research, certainly do so as soon as possible. You can do that online at allendale-inc.com or give us a call, 800-262-7538. If you're not subscribed for if you're not lined up for the conference yet, get your seat locked up before these things run away from you. Do the same thing by doing online here, checking our website, or 1-800-262-7538. This is Rich Nelson. Have a good trading week, a good weekend, and certainly look forward to some holidays in front of us here for next week.